Hey guys, it's Melissa with Canning Rebels, and we're going to work on all-in-one meal. This one's super easy. All you need is some potatoes, some carrots, and one more thing. Stew meat, or you can take roast and cut it up, but for me, I have some stew meat right here, so I thought we'd give that a try. Okay, first of all, the potatoes can be as big as you want. You're more comfortable with smaller potatoes, cut them smaller. Always check for icky ends. And all we do is, I quarter them and then cut them into smaller pieces. Just chunk them. No, I don't do any fancy knife. It's just and then we grab a bowl. And we're gonna rinse these. Want to let them sit for a little bit. Get the, just like you do when you're canning the potatoes, because you want to get as much of the starch off as you can. So I am doing a pint and a quart. Sorry, forgot the quart. Now I did these last night. I made a batch, so you'll be able to see when they're done, when I'm done putting them together. And then I do these carrots. You don't have to. If you got big carrots or you're growing carrots, you can use those. It doesn't really matter. Remember, this is your kitchen, your rules. However you want to do this. So we've rinsed our potatoes. And we'll start with the quart. And it's really, and this is just to show you how to put it together. I've already ran a thing of these, so you'll get to see those in just a second. Then in goes your carrots. And you do as many or as few as you want. And then we go back to the other potatoes. Now, when I did these last night, did a little experiment. I tried dry packing and with broth. And it all comes down to your choice. If you like it, you know, the broth, if you can it like that and you pull it out, you put your potatoes, your carrots, and your meat in a pan to start to warm up, and the broth, there's your gravy. And there we go. Next, and I already chopped all of these. This is the greatest thing in the world. It is by Mueller and Chopper. Go get you one. This is such a time saver. Now, you don't have to do this. This is something I do because I like onions. And I add some onions. Add whatever you want. And honestly, any root vegetable. If you like turnips better than potatoes, or you like sweet potatoes. I don't know how sweet potatoes would go with beef, but you know, this is just to give you an idea. And then, and yes, I know these aren't completely full. Like I said, I have already ran these and I will show them to you. This is showing you the process. I ran out of potatoes, that's why they're not as full. And you can do fresh garlic, a couple cloves, whatever you like best. Oh, right in front of my face. And then some pepper. And here's the finishing. You just shovel the meat in. Now the pints, that's just one meal. You know, by yourself, lunch. And that one's ready to go. You gotta remember for your headspace, and just go ahead and shove it down in there. Now with this one, I'm gonna go dry. But with this one, I'm gonna add a little bit of broth to it. And if you make your own broth, you know, this is when you can use it. Pull it out, use it. Me, well, I don't have anything right now. So, and just, I don't like to pour it completely up because the meat and the carrots and stuff is gonna produce some liquid. So I don't fill it completely up. But there you go. You got your potatoes, your onions, your beef, and you could do this with any meat. I'm gonna try some tonight with chicken. And remember, you want finger tight. And then these are ready to go into the canner. So, like I said, the quart is dry packed or dry canned. The pint has about 3/4 beef broth in it. I added salt, pepper, and garlic to both of them. You can add whatever you like, whatever your family enjoys. That's the great part about this. You like lots of, you want to put any kind of, well, I'd stay away from stuff like broccoli. It doesn't can very well. You can throw some cabbage in. Cabbage would probably be good. And, you know, it's your meal, whatever you like. So, this is the result of the dry pack, I think. Let me look. Yeah, this is the results of the dry pack in the pints. And there's quite a bit of liquid in it. Oh, I lied. This is the one with broth. This is the one that was dry packed. Now, you see, somebody here, she didn't clean her potatoes good enough. And all this is starch. There's nothing to worry about. Potatoes have starch. And so if you get one and it looks like this, don't freak out. There's no big deal. It's just the starch from the potatoes. And here we go. Another one with broth. And this is an instant stew, instant roast, really, if you use roast. But I use stew meat, so when I go to cook it, I will just throw it all in a pan, heat it all up, add a thickening agent, salt, pepper, garlic if it needs more, and dinner's done. Here we go with this one was a dry pack, dry canned, whatever you want to call it. And this one, you're just gonna get, there won't be much liquid. So if you want a gravy with it, you have to make your own. Or I know this stuff is good just this way it is. Warm it up. This one, open it up, throw it in a bowl, toss it in the microwave, dinner's done. So this is, we can this at Meat Times. And I can this together. So it's okay if you do pints and the time's a little bit longer. I mean, it just gets cooked a little well, but you don't want to do it the opposite direction. So you always go the longest amount of time, the ingredient with the longest amount of time in your canner. It says we did quarts and pints. Oops, can't say it. Quarts and pints. I went with the quart time. So that's 90 minutes. And as you see, my pints don't look over well. But see, look, if you can look in there close, that meat is already falling apart. And this is just stew meat. So this is going to be super tender. It's a good way to use up any tough meat you have. Canning it just comes out butter soft. That's one great thing about it. You don't have to have the expensive cuts. And that's why I picked stew meat. So this will go in for 90 minutes. I got to do 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, something like that. But that here, this is meat and potatoes, Sunday roast in a jar. Ready to go. So for you, those of you who are making meals for your husbands who work late, perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Truckers, instant meal. Warm it up, it's done. Okay, that's it for today. Well, that's it for now. I've got some blueberry or triple berry jam started in the back, and we'll get that going here in a little bit. And try to get you as many videos as I can out. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you liked this video and you want more recipes like this, check out the Original Canning Rebels on Facebook. And my farm page is Glencova Keep. And all of these videos will be posted there so you can easily find them. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.